It's been 1 month since Hamas's October 7th terror attack on Israel, and we continue to see a disturbing rise in anti-Semitism and attacks against Jews here in the U.S. In Arizona, the Department of Justice announced the arrest of a man who threatened to execute a rabbi and, quote, every other Jew he could find. In Indiana, a woman arrested after she plowed her car into what she thought was a Jewish school building. Thankfully, no injuries were reported. Officials claim the suspect deliberately planned her actions while watching news coverage of Israel's war with Hamas. She's due in court tomorrow. And in Southern California, a Jewish man is dead after a confrontation at a pro-Palestinian rally over the weekend. Witnesses claim the victim, Paul Kessler, was struck in the head with a megaphone before falling and hitting his head on the ground. He was 69. A vigil was held in his honor this morning. The Ventura County ME ruled Kessler's death a homicide, and the sheriff's office has not ruled out the possibility of this being a hate crime. Ventura County officials set to hold a news conference in the next hour. Kilmeade, it's atrocious what we are seeing, this trend. Equally atrocious is the sort of tepid tolerance of it by the Democrat Party. But to me, focusing on poor Mr. Kessler, it's obvious it's a hate crime. What else could it be?
There's nothing else it could be. I mean, he was actually there for a pro-Israeli rally, and people hit him with a bullhorn. This is just the first. Sadly, I think it's just one of the first we're seeing. But if you see the level of vitriol that we're at right now, where are we going to be in 2 or 3 weeks? I think it's the smartest thing, sad, but I watched your show, best I can while doing the radio, on Congress in Washington here.
Thank you.
The victims and the hostages, families. We've forgotten in a month. What's this about? Excuse me. Let's see some more of the pictures. Let's see the hostages' families. And when you go out there with the Palestinian flag and Hamas logo, let us understand you're pro-hostage, you're pro-chopping up individuals, you're pro-rape, you're pro-unprovoked assault and carnage. That's really what you're about. But we kind of forgot about that and focused on the air campaign and finding a way to pause the activities in Gaza. And I think that to see the Democratic Party tear itself apart at the same time we're watching these protests in the streets, I think we can learn something from that. That's where they stand. They stand, many of them stand with the people on the streets, and the ones that are saying, like the Bill Maher's of the world, say, what has happened to my party?
Such a good point, Harris. The tenor matters. Framing matters, and that's why the truth and honesty that we portray here is so vital. The families of the hostages have to beg for coverage. They have to beg for the truth to come out. Israel had to force the disgusting body cam footage out to the world because they said, you're disputing this truth? And we know that coverage had a direct impact on that woman who plowed into what she thought was a Jewish school because of the anti-Israeli coverage.
Yeah, I mean, all of it is just so much for the heart and the mind to take simultaneously, and we're not even under siege. Can you imagine being a Jewish family right now and explaining this to your children and knowing that you also have family in Israel? I mean, it's so complicated right now that you might send your sons and daughters, if they hold dual citizenship and have served with the IDS. I see them leaving from Tenafly, New Jersey. They fly out of Newark International on El Al, which has flown nonstop since October 7th to take soldiers who live here, young 18, 19, 20, 21-year-olds from here, holding dual citizenship to go home. I mean, it's heartbreaking. And, the hostages, the hostage-taking serial killers, Hamas, as I call them, they are just part of the collateral in all of this, and they don't get our attention. They really don't. It's important for everybody to keep them front and center. I know I've asked the Outnumbered team if they can cut a little of the video with the families I spoke with last hour. Maybe that'll happen this hour. But I will say this, some of them are losing their faith. That's what I was told last hour, and I beg them, don't. We will pray with you. We will keep vigil with you. Don't lose your faith. Evil cannot win, period.
Well, my generation is the generation after the end of World War II. And so we've all grown up with this idea of never again. We've learned about what humanity could do, about what Hitler could do, about what, an important ancient European civilization could do. It's like, oh, that can never happen again. And so then it becomes a slogan in a way, Part of what I think is happening is that people don't want to admit that it is happening again. And it's happening in an even more modern world. Europe is still ancient. We've been around for over 200 years. We know what's going on. There's no excuse. It's not like who could have known. We know now. And now, so now there's this shock. It's like, well, this will just go away. What will occur? I contend that when it comes to the displays and the marches and people walking around with the Hamas gear and the scarves, and that is a hate crime. That is meant to replicate the fear and the terror against Jews, not just here, but worldwide. Say, well, you've got to have an underlying crime. Intimidation, harassment. It's the entire package. We've got to admit this, that this not only encourages the anti-Semites, the Jew haters, but it also terrifies Jews, whether they admit it or not, wherever they live. It's covered worldwide. Sydney, gas the Jews. Out here, from the river to the sea, it is messages of extinction. And we must admit it, and it's okay. But you've got to admit it in order to confront it. And that's what we've got to do.
Kayleigh, I wanted to get your thoughts on this because the concept of admitting, this administration needs to admit that civilians and military, Americans abroad and here at home, are less safe because of their policies and their decisions. Secretary Pompeo had an interview with Harris last hour. I found his warning so apt. We'll get your reaction on the other side.
They see us shooting at two empty warehouses as literally nothing. It is a green light for them to continue this aggression. If we don't respond forcefully, not just against the proxies themselves, right? It's just if we fire at knuckleheads that are out in the desert and don't take on the Iranian leadership itself, don't get serious about responding to the provocateur, the person who's underwriting training, providing all of the instruments of power that killed Americans on October 7th, resulted in the death of an American yesterday, right? All of those things, if we don't get those right, if we are weak, we will continue to provoke and we will increase the risk to every American in the United States.
Yeah, we don't see American strength from this administration, quite the opposite. We also don't see moral clarity. And on this issue of anti-Semitism that we're talking about, you have an administration that yes, condemns all hate, and we should always condemn all hate against any group, but is not morally clear on who is experiencing the disproportionate amount of hate. When I watched Kamala Harris last week, one day after a 21-year-old is arrested at Cornell for wanting to commit an anti-Semitic hate crime, and Kamala Harris has put out there, like, good cop, bad cop, essentially, like Biden's going to claim, no anti-Semitism, and then Kamala's going to come out and change the script. This is what she said. For years, Muslims in America and those perceived to be Muslim have endured a disproportionate number of hate-fueled attacks. That is not true. 2023 FBI data shows that the Jewish community, bar none, has received the most number of hate crimes, up 37%, and since that attack, up nearly 400%. We must be clear, condemn all hate against Muslims, against Jews, but what is happening is anti-Semitism like we have never seen, and we need an administration that doesn't try to win votes in an election, but is morally clear on what is happening.